Good morning all. In this video, we are going to discuss about the functional unit in computer organization and architecture. The functional unit, this is the fundamental building block of your computer. Then each unit, it will work independently in order to do the operations in computer. With the help of this functional units only, we can able to perform the operations. There are five units are available in the computers. The first one is the input unit, and second one is the output unit, and third one is memory unit, fourth one is the arithmetic and logic unit, fifth one is the control unit. From this input unit, basically this will be used to get the inputs from the user, that will be in the higher level language. It will be get converted into binary data for the processor in order to perform the operation. The output unit, basically what are the operations which are carried out in the computer, it will be done using the binary data. After performing the operation, again we will get the binary data, but that binary data, as a human, we are not able to understand. So that binary data, it will be get converted into high level language. Then the next one is the memory unit. Memory unit, basically it will be used to stores the data, whatever the data which we are giving in the input unit and output unit, that should be get stored for the further reference. So for that we will use this memory unit. Memory unit, while we are storing the data, either it will be stored in the primary or secondary. The primary data, it will be used to store the data in the computer itself, like a RAM, ROM, EEPROM. Okay, that thing it will be used. For example, the secondary storage, we will use the USB. Okay. Then the next one is the arithmetic and logical unit. This unit, it is called as the computational unit. This unit is responsible to do the operations based on the input which we are receiving. Then the control unit. The control unit, basically this will be used to manage the operations which is going to happen in the arithmetic and logical unit. After receiving the input, it will be given to the computational unit. Then the computational unit, it will perform the operation. It will send back the result to the output unit. While we are sending the output to the output unit, the control unit is responsible to print that output into the console. Okay. And this is the basic functional block diagram of the function unit. The for input and output unit, it will be comes under the input output unit. Then the memory unit, it will be placed in between the processor and the IO. Then the arithmetic and logical unit and the control unit, it will be kept in the processor to monitor and control the all kinds of operations. We can see the example for the input unit. The input unit, already we know that the input which is given through the users, like a keyboard, mouse, that thing, or we can use the joysticks also. That thing, it will be comes under the example for the input unit. Then the output unit, it may be a, we can take it as a printout. Okay. Then after that, if you want to print the output in the console, so that time we will use the monitor. So monitor and the printer, it will be an example for this output unit. Memory unit, basically it will be used to store the data. In this, we are having the two types of memory, primary memory and secondary memory. The primary memory is the memory which is kept in the, which is available in the processor, RAM and ROM. Then the secondary storage device, the secondary storage or secondary memory is USB and the pen drive, or we may call it as some of the hard disk also, it will act as the secondary memory. The arithmetic and logical unit, this will be used to perform the operations. While we are performing the operation, we will use the set of instructions. The set of instruction is called as the combination of opcode and operand. And this move, add, store and load, these are all the opcode. Opcode in general, we may call it as the mnemonics. Okay. With the help of this mnemonics, we can able to do the operations. The Next one is the control unit. Control unit, it will be used to manage the operations which is happening in the processor. Okay. If I am sending the input to perform the addition operations, then for that it will give a grand signal to perform the addition operation. Then after performing the operation, the control unit, it will be send the output to the output unit. The output unit, already we discussed that it may be a printer. If we want to take a printout, then we will send the things to the printer to print it. Okay. Then if I want to just to see it in the screen, then we may use the console. Okay. So in general, first we recap the session. Functional unit, this will be the heart of our computer. It have a 5 units: input unit, output unit, memory unit, and arithmetic and logical unit, control unit. These 5 units are used to perform the operations on the computer, and the control unit is responsible to receive the inputs and print the input on the console. For that, we will use the different types of devices for the input and output. Thank you.